Welcome to Top Flight Traits, brought to you by Football Accumulators Betting Hub, your one-stop shop for the latest and best exclusive offers from the premium UK betting operators, available on the App Store and on Android Store. Our recent survey of top flight football fans revealed Premier League clubs that had the worst set of fan traits, but we're here to get to the bottom of these results. Here to defend themselves are two men that need no introduction, but I'll do it anyway. Content creator and die-hard Chelsea fan Rory Jennings, and the famous Expressions oozing of Tottenham Hotspur. Gents, how are we? The survey's been out. First question that we got to ask was, who is most likely to leave early during a match or stop watching before the end of the game? I've got the results here from third to first. So third was Manchester City. Second with 15% was United, but the most likely to leave with 19% was Arsenal fans.
I knew it, blood. I knew it, fam. I was right, bro. What do I win? You know them way there. Early trophy, bruv. You know them way there.
We were both right. That's the problem, though.
No, the difference is I answered the question and you followed me in. I'm Batman, you're Robin. You know what time it is, bro. Like, you get me? It's just normal thing. You're following like my name's Twitter.
You can't get the prize when we both got it right.
Huh? What do you mean I can't get the prize? You copied my question, fam. You get me? You're that guy that copied my homework, yeah, but you're so dumb, you copied my name as well. You know them way there.
What do we make of that, gents? Firstly, I've got to ask, have you ever left the game early?
Yes. Do you know what, Will? Do you know what I find mildly annoying? People telling you that leaving early is out of order. It's one of those few things that it doesn't really get to me. If I have to go, like, I've got a baby. Occasionally, it'll get to the 87th minute, and I can't wait at Fulham Broadway for an hour, so I make a quick dash for it. Nobody can judge me for that. I don't understand this sort of. It's my ticket.
Did you leave before you had a baby?
It's my ticket. I pay
before you had a baby.
As much of it as I want.
Did you leave early before you had your child?
Mate, depending on how the game was going, I've been in the pub before. I've been in the pub at half time before.
All right, well, to be fair, I remember when we were playing, who was we playing? We were playing some dead team, bruv. It was in the snow. It was freezing. Like, I was legit. I saw my neck, no jewelry, bruv. I wanted to cut. We was in Wembley. We was winning like 4-1. You know what I mean? I really, really wanted to leave. I wanted to leave, yeah. But there's just that, you know what I mean? There's that stigma around it, yeah. But the one time I tell you when I did leave early, blood, you let me safety first, fam. You know what I mean? Emirates away, that 4-2, bro. That 4-2, yeah. And when I say early, I literally heard the whistle in the stadium, but I wasn't at my seat, innit? You know what I mean? I was trying to get away before, you know what I mean? Before they all came and they found me in and wanted to rub something.
I've left loads early. I left top. We played.
That's the only game. That is the only game that I left. That Arsenal Emirates, the 4-2, and it's on camera, bruv. They done me, bruv. Don't run. They played Movado. You know them way there. I got caught anyway. That was the only game that man left early.
I left Tottenham early when we played Tottenham New Year's Day when we lost 5-3. As soon as the fifth goal went in, I was at Seven Sisters Station.
Them little man there. I was there until the end of the road like Boys to Men when we held 7 by Bayern Munich.
Of course you were there.
Less of that, be quiet. When we held 7 by Bayern Munich, yeah? 7, fam. 7, rude boy, yeah? You know them way there. That's what I'm talking about, bro. When we had 7 at Morgan Freeman and them, man, I was there until the end. Trust me, I wanted a sleeping bag, bro. I wanted my money back. You know them way there.
I'm surprised that you didn't find Wembley more of the chore. When I do the England games at Wembley, sometimes you have to get out of there because it's such hard work. I'm surprised that you didn't have to escape that more often.
It's calm, bro, because Wembley's it is Northwest, fam. It's ends, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Do you find it difficult for yourself now? Because obviously you've built these followings, and when you go to the games, I imagine you get recognised. Is there any sort of like stigma in the back of your mind where you think, if I leave now, I'm
that one's obviously aimed at the most famous man in the world there.
yeah. That man don't know him, bruv, right? Like, you get me? That's a one person question. You know them way there. I'll answer it for the both of us.
It was plural.
Man like halloumi cheese down there, bruv. They don't know him. But yeah, no. You know what it is? There's not really any...
He can't get in, Will. He can't even get in the stadium. People are just mobbing him, asking for photos. Brad Pitt can't just walk around, can he? This is what it's like. This is what it's like for Express. I'm surprised that you can even leave your house, man.
You see Tech Christian Bale with that trim. Don't hate, bruv. Just stop hating, yeah? Just stop hating.
Mr. Bale, there we go, famous. But nobody would ever compare us to that.
Stop hating.
Let's get back onto... Arsenal finished first on this question. What do we make of that? Is that fair reflection?
Yeah, well, the facts don't lie, Will. You've told us it's Arsenal. It must be them, and I think it's memorable, isn't it? As Expressions pointed out when we had the debate around it, there was that memorable moment where they were orchestrating a mass exit. It's gonna resonate with people.
Banners, planes, you know them way there, fam. Life is what it is. Trust me, they want their Arsenal back. You know what I mean?
Well, they might get it one day. Let's move on to question 2. Who's most likely to bet against their own team? Third was Fulham. Second was Manchester United. And in top, Arsenal. Again.
Really?
Bro, I'm not trying to stick up for Arsenal here, but where are you getting these figures from, lad? You know them way there, like that's mad. That's mad.
This is what people truly think, you know, when you got them alone, and this is what they really think.
Yeah, Arsenal again.
Yeah, Arsenal up there again.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen, Rory. How the mighty have fallen.
I'm surprised by that.
Maybe you get good odds. Maybe that's what people are thinking. Have you guys ever bet against your own team?
Never.
No.
That's the problem.
No. No way, bro. Less of all of that. No way. Because then if we actually do, imagine that I win the money and then we lose. I'm just going to feel terrible, bro. I'm not even going to lie. Trust me, that'll put some sort of judge on my club, bro. If I had done that, probably could have been a reason for our trophy drought for this long. You know what I'm saying? Probably be down to me. So yeah, no, I'm not doing any of that.
What do you think of fans that do? Like, so for perspective, I'm a Birmingham City fan, and
you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad? I remember when we was in Wembley, and that's where, you know what I mean, you'll get a lot more like bare people. Trust me, there was fans in Wembley that, because you know in Wembley, they give out tickets certain times. There's people that just probably don't even watch football that are there in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember a brother, because obviously I'm sitting up in the good seats, blood. I'm not even gonna lie.
You're famous. You're famous. You're in a box, presumably.
Sitting in a good seat. I see your brother, bro. First things first, a man's watching the game on his phone on Sky Go. So we're right there, yeah. We're in the thing, but the guy's watching it on Sky Go. You know what I mean? And then our next brother next to him put a bet on. I think who was it? Who was it we were playing? I think it was Wolves or something like that. I remember brother put a bet on. So when Wolves scored, like I remember he celebrated. That's all. I don't know if he supported Tottenham, but he definitely was sitting with the Tottenham fans and he betted for Wolves to score, blood. You know them, and I was fuming, fam. You know them way there, blood. So for me,
did you say anything?
What did I say? Anything? Come on, bro. Look at the face. I told him, no, less of that. I was like, less of that. I was like, Wolves fan, what are you doing here?
Right, let's move on to number 3. Who's most likely to support a second team? Finishing in third was Liverpool. Second was Chelsea, but by a huge, whopping margin. In first place was Manchester United.
Yes.
Yeah,
Rory.
man, you can be first, but look, your team's up there, fam. You get me, bro. I told you that Fulham were the biggest club in West London, but
it comes with success. Expressions. It comes with success.
What supporting other teams?
No, you get fans who your appeal grows nationwide, and therefore that comes.
So
with,
who's the other team that Chelsea support? Fulham, yeah.
No. It would be people who
Brentford.
aren't. No, it wouldn't be people from West London. It would be people from a different part of the country who have a local team.
Oh, is it? Name one.
What?
I actually know someone who's a Leicester fan and a Leeds fan. What do you make of that?
That's what I'm talking about. But that's what I thought the question was. Do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about supporting Chelsea and supporting the Cobham FC, blood. You know them way there. I'm talking about two very different teams, innit? So, Rory, how do you feel that your club, the mighty Chelsea, are up there in second?
It's part of being successful. That's exactly
that's
exactly why you end up. The reason why it's you do understand why Manchester United are top of that.
Yeah, of course I know why Man United are on top of that. Yeah, but I want to know. Name another team, innit? Name another team, innit? So you're saying we're so successful, right? What other team do you support, Rory?
No, mate. I think you're missing the point. I don't think you understand it. It's not that all Chelsea fans support another team. It's that a lot of Chelsea fans.
I didn't say all. I said likely. So you said, do you know any Chelsea fans that likely support another that support another team, Rory? Prove your question. You're so big, innit?
I don't. But
what
again,
do you mean? Die-hard Chelsea Rory season ticket in the Twitter banner. You know them way there. You know what I mean? A man that introduces himself saying that he's got a season ticket, fam. Them man there. It's a season ticket. Die-hard man like John McClane Jennings, fam. You don't know the answer to this question.
It's a season ticket from 1995.
I'm done.
It's a season ticket from 1995. It's not a season ticket from this year. It could be.
Is there? We've mentioned some people that support other clubs, but is there any guys that you work with that you think, you know, secretly deep down that they've got a second team?
I don't think I know anyone who. I don't think I know anyone. I know a few people who keep an eye out for both Celtic and Rangers, but
right.
I don't know anyone who I don't know anyone who has a second league team.
Expressions?
I don't know anyone that's got like a second league. Like obviously there's clubs that we could be fond of, you know what I mean? So like even when we play them, like it was a good game. Like for me personally, like since they've come in back into the Premier League and that, like I like Wolves. They're not my second team or nothing like that, but I like playing them, like the fans as well, like the passion of the fans when you know what I mean? So it's one of them, and the football that Nuno plays as well. So like it's a thing where like there are other teams that man can watch like that and think, oh, you know what? Yeah, I don't mind if they do well when we're not playing them, but I wouldn't say support. You know what I mean? I couldn't tell you where they finished in the end of the season or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you how many wins they got or anything like that. So, no, I don't really know anyone. I only know people that support one team. If someone tells me, oh yeah, I support two teams, and it ain't a thing where it's like a top flight team and then a smaller one. Our conversation's done about football, innit? You know what I mean? We'll move on. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think with that one as well, it's more people go and follow like individual players that they've grown to love and maybe follow that career path?
You know what? You're right, bro. You're absolutely right.
Thank you very much.
No, I fully hear that. Because there's certain people that support teams only because a player even went there. Do you know what I mean? That legit, yeah. And then once that player goes, it's like, you know them way there, like Messi. You watch when Messi leaves Barcelona, yeah. Trust me, they might struggle to sell tickets, fam. I'm joking. I know they won't struggle to sell tickets here, but you know Messi's got a massive following, innit? There's going to be people, Barcelona fans, that are going to have the Messi shirt wherever he goes. That's what I reckon. You know what I'm saying?
Did you support New York City, Rory, when Frank made the big move across the pond?
You support Derby, blood?
No,
Yeah,
not
what about Derby?
really. No, I mean, obviously there are clubs. So, for example, when Frank Lampard was in the playoff final with Derby, I wanted him to win that. But
did he win?
No.
Yeah, that's because you're a side man. What you want don't matter, innit? You know them. Yeah, if I wanted him to win, you're the one.
There's digs everywhere.
I only follow sort of Chelsea's results. I don't keep an eye out for anyone else, and I don't really know anyone who does that.
And if you do, like Expression said, they're probably not friends of ours, are they? So let's move it on to who is most knowledgeable on their own team's history. Third place was Arsenal. Second place was Manchester United. And in top place, again by a big margin, was Liverpool. Rory, what do you make of that?
Well, I make of that another victory.
Yeah? You got that on your prediction?
I make of that another victory. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, a lot of the culture of Liverpool is entrenched in the songs that they sing on the stands at the moment. So for a younger fan, you know, they're forever singing about Steve Highway on the wing and Alive a Bird on my chest and Made of Shankly's Best and all that. So even via osmosis, young Liverpool fans are going to pick it up. But then obviously they have such a rich history that they're naturally gonna study that. So it kind of stands to reason. Although I am surprised that Tottenham aren't top, really, considering that you'd have to have a very good memory to remember the last time that they won a trophy.
What are you talking about, bruv? I told you the last time we won a trophy, fam. You're moving like man's flipping Dory from Finding Nemo, bruv.
What is it now, though, X? Let me just remember. What is it? It's 2 League Cups since 1991. Is that right?
Listen, mate. Yeah, less of that, bro. Wait there. Let's get back to your entrenched talk.
Let's get back to your entrenched talk.
Let's get back to your entrenched talk. You know them way there. What were you saying about entrenched and that? Yeah, Liverpool. Definitely Liverpool. You know what I'm saying?
X, do you know what?
Trust me, Brookside FC, they were doing bits. You know what I mean? Tropicana bits back in the day. And now they're back. You know what I mean? Brookside may make a return as well. How the way Liverpool are on fire. You know what I mean? Shout out Liverpool. Next question.
Rory, what were you trying to say there?
I was going to say that Expressions is in a Zoom call with a Birmingham City fan, and I'm just trying to work out what year did Obafemi Martins win that League Cup?
2011, Rory. Actually,
11. So you're in a Zoom call with a Birmingham City fan, with a fan of a non-Premier League team who has won major silverware more recently than you.
Yeah, and wow. Are you telling me?
That's a new low for you, Expression.
No, it ain't a new low, blood.
That's a new low.
You know why? Yeah, well, guess what, bruv? You know what I mean? Blockbuster Video FC, innit? You get me, yeah? Don't chat to me, bro.
That's a new low.
You man bought everything. You know them way there. That's what it is. Gumtree FC, you bought everything. You go on eBay, buy it now. I remember all of these players, fam. Trust me. Chat to me about before that. You bought everything. Everything you got right now, you bought. The history.
I mean, we can have this conversation.
And it was on Klarna as well, fam. Klarna. Yeah, that's what it was.
I mean, X, we can have this conversation, but I wouldn't recommend it. We can. if you want to explore that, so you're
Bro,
saying
we don't need
Chelsea...
to. No.
Let's
Let's because you can do that, and then I can talk. I can literally go in. We could, because what's the date right now? You get me? What sort of turmoil is your club in right now? What are you winning this season?
All I'll say
that?
is, if
you want me to jump in my time machine, and then we go back into black and white, and then we can talk about what was happening back then.
You can't just keep talking and make your point. You can, if you want to analyse that, you're saying that Chelsea bought everything. If you want to just have a look and see how many trophies won in the decade pre-Abramovich, say, compared to what Tottenham did. Just look at it in the decade pre-Abramovich.
Yeah.
So you
lot have won a lot more now than you did back then.
You didn't beat us for 27 years.
No. We beat you for 16. I remember we beat you for 16 years in the league. I do remember that.
27 years at Stamford Bridge. I mean,
yeah.
Gary Lineker.
Last time we beat you at Stamford Bridge, I think it was 90.
Yeah,
I wasn't born.
It was a Gary Lineker winner.
I wasn't born.
Really? You're that young? You're older, man.
It was 90.
Uphill paper round.
Listen, fam. Yeah, genetically jacked.
You need to get the Clarins.
To me about that.
Right, let's move on.
You can't give me any male
Really?
grooming tips, bro.
You know them.
You definitely can't give me any flipping male grooming tips, bro. You look like you're in a Game of Thrones episode, bro. Don't chat to me, bro. Yeah, right, how about that?
Let's move on, because Game of Thrones really is some history. Right, let's move on to singing at the match.
Like from C-Tech Ned Stark, blood. Am I bro? Less than that.
Who's most likely to sing at the match? In third place was Manchester United. Second was Leeds United. And top of the pile was Liverpool. Now, gents, do we just think that ties into the sort of, I mean, you see it on Twitter most days now, the generic, you'll never walk alone before and at the end of the game? Or is there something there where they're bringing the team through for that the whole match?
It's an interesting one, isn't it, the Liverpool atmosphere? Because, like, I've been to Liverpool and I've, like, say, for example, the year that they knocked us out the European, the Luis Garcia goal. I was at Anfield that day. And there was actually another very memorable one. It was just before Chelsea signed Fernando Torres. We played Liverpool away. It was freezing. They beat us 2-0. Torres scored both goals for them. And the entire COP was bouncing to that. His armband proved he was a red Torres. And they were so loud. I've never it's definitely the loudest stadium in the country I've ever been in. However, I have been there when you can hear a pin drop. It has also been very quiet. So I think, like most stadiums and like most football clubs, or all football clubs arguably, there is an issue with what's going on at home support. It feels very over-sanitised at the moment. It feels very quiet. And I hope that maybe this pause that we've had, as soon as we're back in the stadiums, hopefully that will elevate the atmosphere all across the board. Because there were times, and this isn't me throwing, I'm fully aware of the glass house as a Chelsea fan that I'm in here. So I don't want to throw too many stones, but I think that the atmosphere across the Premier League grounds has been really, really poor lately and needs to improve.
Expressions, what about you? I mean, I know Tottenham have bought some sort of different things in place for the new stadium as well, trying to get different singing sections. Have you seen a bit more quality in that?
Yeah, you know what it is? Obviously, with the moving stadium and that, our fans have all been, like, split apart. You know what I mean? Obviously, we've got the South Stand and that, but not everyone that wants to be singing and that is in the South Stand. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to get your season ticket in there, and then there's people in there that don't sing. There's them, like the fans that I'm telling you about that are sitting there watching on their phone. Like, half of them are up there just doing that, isn't it? So it's kind of difficult to replicate the passion that we had at White Hart Lane. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that the atmosphere is good. Like, I've seen the atmosphere's been electric, but it's only when it wants it to be. You know what I mean? Like the big games, this, that, and the other. But on like the 12:30 games, certain thing, you're not really hearing anything. Like, and it's, for me, it's not that good at all, isn't it?
They're a killer, aren't they? X, you're bang on. They're the killer.
The 12:30 games, isn't it? Yeah, the 12:30 games. You know what I mean? Like the people that will sing throughout the thing, they've had to get drunk at 6 a.m. You know what I mean? So by the time they've got to the game, you know what I mean? Like, their body's reacting differently to like alcohol. The people that don't want to drink up there, they're just sitting, like, you know what I mean? Like, they probably wake up when the game finishes. And like, what you're saying, Liverpool won the thing. Obviously, when I answered the question, I was bantering. Like, I always knew Liverpool had like the sort of bigger presence, for the simple fact that whether I've been to Anfield, I've seen Liverpool come to my stadium as well, and I've heard them on TV. Why I know Liverpool songs, yeah, by hearing it through TV, by going to football, like, man knows it word for word, for the simple fact that I'm always hearing it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that Liverpool won it for being like the most vocal fans, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Are you guys singing yourselves when you get in there?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I've
100%.
certainly had my
fam.
moments. Yeah.
Nah, 100%. Man, sing throughout, bro. Yeah, if I got a big mouth, man, better use it for singing, innit? Why am I not gonna be singing? You know what I mean? Come on, man. I sing all of them tunes. The only song that I didn't sing was the Sissoko song because it was like, who needs Gareth Bale in it? Yeah, but after his glory return, yeah, and them Gareth Snail performances, I sang the Sissoko song this season, bro. When Sissoko scored that goal, I'm not gonna lie.
What did they sing for him? What's the song for Sissoko?
Wake me up before you go. Who needs Bale when you go, Sissoko? Yeah, that was it, bro.
That's fantastic. There's not enough wham in football stadiums. That's where we need to. That's fantastic.
That's definitely being clipped out. Right, let's move on to who's most likely to sell out at an away end. Third was Leeds United, second was Liverpool, and on top was Manchester United.
That's non-negotiable, that one. And then Liverpool, I mean, Liverpool are as well. If you're picking, like, I think Liverpool will sell out every away day. I think most clubs. I think Arsenal have got a very good away following as well. To be honest, I think most of the big clubs do. Tottenham will sell out. Chelsea will sell out. But in terms of just sheer volume of support and footfall, there's nothing like Manchester United, I don't think.
Do you think, you spoke about it in the last question, Rory, as well, do you think that's because, especially with you guys supporting top teams as well, some of those home games, like you said, have become over-sanitised, and the only way to recreate that sort of atmosphere is with the core of like 5,000-6,000?
Absolutely. I think you've hit the nail on the head. But I think Manchester United, if you're going to analyse what's gone wrong in football stadiums lately, I think Manchester United and Liverpool are probably the two places to look, because although we both agreed, we all agreed, in fact, that Anfield can be incredibly raucous, it does have its moments where it's too quiet. Old Trafford is identical to that. And yet away from home, like you walk up, if Chelsea play Manchester United, I'm leaving the stadium with the Stone Roses Solskjaer song in my head, because they just do not stop. They're relentless. And I think that there's a lot of people now who have effectively turned their back on home support because can be so dry, but they really embrace the away day. And
they're not sitting with their bread.
But they go where they want. In your way end, you do what you want.
Well, you're not even sitting. You know what I mean? So you can go where you want. You've got three man moving like they're triplets, fam, all squeezed together, blood, like that, and be like, one seat and that.
Yeah, and there's no rules in an away end either. People are standing in a stairwell and telling the bloke who's telling you to move.
Nah, big man thing. I thought I got a glory ticket. I looked at my away ticket in an Arsenal game. I said, row one. Gas levels. Walked in and I look at row one. I weren't getting a seat there, but man, I had to just go look around and go somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
What are some of your memorable away days, gents, as well?
Stamford Bridge, 3-1. You know them way there, fam. Stamford Bridge, 3-1. Perry Pelly, Ali Dino, Chris Dahl, Eric Sensational. Woo! You know them way there, fam. I was there. I was at the back. I was right at the back. I'm afraid of heights. I'm telling you, I'm afraid of heights. I was sitting with Jesus, fam. And I'm not even going to lie. Legit, it was absolute scenes. We tore them apart. And, bro, if you ever hear noise, what noise? Them man weren't making no noise. I'm telling you, it was exam hall Chelsea, fam. You get me? There were kids in there revising for their GCSEs. You know what I mean? You, man, got touched, fam. It was iPad settings. For me, that was one of my most glorious away days. And Chelsea, I mean, Rory, you can't take that away from me, fam.
No, I mean, look, what I do find quite interesting about you flagging that particular fixture, like when you think of what other people would say, I think it's quite funny.
He said one of them.
No, but that's the one that he said one of them, and you said that one.
Yeah, and I've got more.
You can't put that in a trophy.
You're right here, so I'm gonna tell you about that one. Yeah, how about that?
What I find quite funny about it is you can't put that in a trophy cabinet. Like,
was that the question? Was that the question? Or did you answer the question? Was that the question? Did you answer the question?
Yeah, I'm about to answer the question, but you'll see.
Bringing up trophy. It had nothing to do with a trophy.
Yeah, because it's favourite away day.
Nothing to do with a trophy. Answer the question.
I'm trying to, but you keep talking.
Answer it.
My favourite away day most recently would probably be at the Hawthorns when we won 1-0, Michy Batshuayi scored, and Chelsea won the Premier League.
Yeah,
Do you see how it can work? Do you see how it can work?
Whatever, yeah. Well done.
It can work.
Well done.
Or maybe it was at the Reebok.
Well done.
It might have been at the Reebok when Frank Lampard went round Jaskalainen.
Well done.
It might have been there.
You answered the question. Collins Dictionary. Well done. Well done. Thesaurus. Well done.
But no, I think there's been some brilliant ones. I mean, obviously we've had a fair few victories at Tottenham. They've always been fun. 6-1 when I was a kid springs to mind. That was good.
This guy's fully coming with a dissertation. I thought the question was answered, and that Lord have mercy, bruv. Like,
no, it's just we can kind of do the Chelsea Tottenham thing if you
don't know
want.
how lucky you are. Mine's a 1-0 defeat at Barnsley, so you guys should count yourself lucky.
Right there, fam.
Who is most likely to have a tattoo related to their own team? In third place was Chelsea. Second place was Manchester United. Top of the pile again, Liverpool. Now, does that just hark back to those glory days? More the elder gentleman, should we say?
I told him. I not got it right. I told him. Idiot.
Yeah, you got this one right. I'm surprised.
I've got a few of them right. Put some respect on my name. I've got a few of them right.
Only when you've copied me. This is the first one you've got right when you went away from me.
No, it's not. No, it's not the first one you can clock.
This is the first one you've got right away from me.
Clock
This is the first time that you've got right when you haven't copied my answer.
What do you mean copied your answer, bruv? We've got footage is there. I answered first. What are you talking about?
What do we make to Liverpool, though, being top of the pile? Is that right?
I don't think it's right.
I think it's right.
I'm gonna question the data. I'm gonna question the data. It's like I'm not.
The man said Chelsea. The man said
Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham. Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham are like calves covered in club crests. That is such a Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham thing. Generally, a cab driver. There is a particular person that always has the outside of their calf covered in the tattoo, and that person is almost always Chelsea, Tottenham, or West Ham.
Would you guys ever consider it? What would there?
Have you got any tattoos, X?
Huh?
Have you got any tattoos?
Nah.
None.
That was like that was sort of.
Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me like I'm in flipping Grand Theft Auto and I gotta have tattoos, bro? Like, why are you looking at me like what? Am I not allowed to not have a tattoo?
I thought you'd have a tattoo.
Is that the stereotype? Is that my stereotype? I gotta have a tattoo. Like what you were just talking about.
I thought you might have a Tottenham tattoo.
The big bold guy with the calves, blood. The big bold guy with the calves with the tattoo on his leg. You get me? That's the stereotype. You know them way there. No matter what color he is. You know what I'm saying, fam? So what, am I supposed to have a tattoo? Yeah.
I've never seen your hair as it goes.
You've never seen my hair. Well, then you just watch my Instagram story, blood. You know them way there, fam. No, bruv, are you paying me? Paying me.
What's going on under that?
My hair's calm. My hair's calm.
No, it looks good.
What are you telling me?
It looks good. I wasn't sure. I was slightly concerned that you were going to...
You want to try draw me out? You want to try draw me out with your split ends, fam? You get me? You want to try draw me out looking like flipping Last Samurai, bruv? Tom Cruise, bruv. You're trying to draw me out, fam? Nah, you got to wake up early. You got to wake up earlier, fam. Man, try come on the stream looking like Gail Platt from Coronation Street. Less of that, bruv. Put some respect on my name.
Who's more famous, you or Tom Cruise?
Huh?
Who's more famous?
I think me still. I ain't gonna lie. I don't. That Tom Cruise ain't made films in time, bruv. Like maybe Terry Crews, blood. He may be a bit more famous than me, blood.
What I was trying to get at is there a certain threshold that your team could do? You know, maybe a treble Man United-esque where you think this is the year I'm going to get it marked with ink on me.
If Tottenham win the league ever in X's life, he's got to get a tattoo of it. Got to.
Don't tell me though. This guy's
You've got to. No, but don't worry, you're not going to have to do it.
Oh, really, Rory? Really?
Right, let's move on. Next question. Who's most likely to be blocked by their own team on Twitter? Third place was Chelsea. Second was Manchester United. Top of the pile, Arsenal. What do we make of that? Now, we've had Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV on before, and he wasn't surprised at that. He did say he wasn't blocked.
Of course not.
He wasn't blocked.
Robbie said he wasn't blocked.
He said he wasn't blocked, yeah.
Boy, yeah, well, that was probably from the time he checked it. He could all be blocked now, fam. You know, I don't know. Like, it don't surprise me, innit? It don't surprise me. It really don't surprise me. Like I said, you get me. Arsenal are a club that will, like, when I was growing up, would just doing major things. I'm telling you, like, you couldn't really chat to an Arsenal fan supporting Tottenham. You know what I mean? Like, there was no conversation whatsoever. Not even a game, even on a discussion on a game. You know what I mean? Yeah, we might nick a win. We might get this. We might get that, but when it came to them, lot were lifting trophies, going unbeaten, they were doing all of that, you know what I'm saying? So now everything's changed, you know what I mean? The Invincibles and the Invisibles, like, they can't really handle it, innit? The same guy that was in the crowd, man, yeah, is in the same crowd. What the hell is going on? I want me Arsenal back. I don't pay my season ticket for this. You know what I mean? It's all changes, innit? Like, that's it. When you've reached glory in that, and then it's hard to deal with, innit?
Rory, what do you make of Arsenal?
Yeah, I mean, I think that over the years, not so much now, they seem to be singing off the same hymn sheet a bit, but over the years, they've been a very fractious support group, haven't they? And you kind of understand why. I mean, I find it very annoying, you know, when fans of other clubs tell you, as a fan of your club, how to think about a situation. Mm-hmm. And I think that if a lot of their anger, the fact that it was so unanimously felt, or at least it felt like it was so unanimously felt, was probably justified. And football is a game about, it's passionate, isn't it? You know, it gets you, and therefore people react. And the easiest place for people to react is Twitter, and you kind of understand the blockings. Yeah, I reckon they probably want to unblock a lot of people now, because it feels like, as a club at least, they're moving in the right direction and all fairly happy in the direction they're moving.
You know about that, fam. They moved from Highbury. You know what I mean? If you ask the Arsenal fan if they wanted to move from Highbury, I'll probably say no, innit?
No, I mean it more metaphorically.
No, I'm not saying anything to what you're saying. I'm just talking, innit?
Yeah. So they should have never left Highbury. Highbury was.
I'm saying they moved from Highbury. They were promised certain things. You know what I mean? With the move, they paid their money. They paid the additional money. The season tickets got more expensive. You know what I mean? And they're like, hold on. I was paying less at Highbury. We were winning trophies, blood. I'm paying more at the Emirates. You know what I mean?
For a worse
spending
stadium,
all of this
for a far worse stadium, yeah.
Worse players, not dead atmosphere. Compared to Highbury, a dead atmosphere. You know them way there. That's what I want to say. Worse players compared to Highbury, dead atmosphere. Trophies, nah, bro. You know them way there. They're winning FA Cups and that. They're not winning what they were winning before, innit? So the promises that they were made, that's probably why they're so volatile and they're just losing it. That's why they're probably at the top of the list for the negative bit. It's mad. I'm not even going to lie. It's mad. I'm not even going to lie, because Arsenal fans were promised. They were made promises. I remember.
Right, who's most likely to be the least liked group of fans on Twitter? In third place was Arsenal. Makes a change. Second was Liverpool. Top of the pile, the least liked bunch on Twitter is Manchester United fans. Quite a considerable margin as well. It's almost double what second place was.
Do you know what I reckon it is? Do you know what I think Manchester United fans, when we do things like this, these kind of polls and surveys, do you know why they're always going to come unstuck? Because there's so many of them. So whatever question you ask, they're the most, you know, they've got far and away more fans than any other club that we're going to discuss. You know, it's incomparable. Comparing, say, Chelsea to Manchester United or Tottenham to Manchester United, we're not really the same. You know, we're not. It'd be like comparing like a city like London, like a metropolis like London, to another city in the UK. But it's not really a fair comparison. So Manchester United are always going to feel fairly hard done by on these things, simply because there's more Manchester United fans on the internet. Therefore, there's more people being annoyed by them because they just have the volume.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough, isn't it? Expressions.
Yeah, nah, fully. He's right. I ain't really got much to add to that. United, they're massive. You know what I'm saying?
Personally, though, I don't find them that annoying on the ones I follow.
I was surprised. I don't find
United. No, what do you think since they got on top of the league? I don't know if it's because of Manchester, but
oh wow.
There's certain things that, you know, certain events that can happen and people change.
Do you know what I think it is though? I think if you're of my generation, I think you probably have just made your peace with Manchester United being good and being better. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Like, I remember actually coming out of Old Trafford once, and you know, as you come up the hill there, a United fan was sort of engaging and just being quite leery. Realised I was a Chelsea fan, and he started like telling me 19, as in like how many titles they've won. Really like having a go at me with 19, and I was like, mate, I don't care. Like, we're not the only people that care about you having 19 are Liverpool fans, because they are in this conversation. We're not in this conversation, mate. We don't care. I care what Tottenham fans are up to. Maybe if a Tottenham fan, like, I would enjoy telling X something along those lines. But there's Manchester United and Liverpool. They kind of operate on their own levels. So it's not really something that I engage with too much.
Definitely. Who's most likely to boo their own team? Chelsea was in third, Rory. Yeah, second was Manchester United, but top of the pile, Arsenal again.
Yeah, of course.
Is that just tied to that?
Players? Well, oh God! Well, do you know the memorable one again? Again, these kind of things, they're unlucky, because once you get that thing in your head, it may have only happened once, but when it's high profile, in your head forever. Do you remember Xhaka?
Yeah.
Hulkamania, blood. Do you remember Kepa?
Yeah.
You know that way there about Xhaka. You remember Kepa?
No, we didn't.
You remember Sarri smoking 4 boxes of cigarettes, bruv, trying to get him off the pitch? Like, you know what I mean?
We didn't boo Kepa.
Remember?
We didn't.
Remember the time?
He deserved it.
Kepa never came off the pitch. Do you remember the time? He was sorry. Won't say the rest, bruv. You know them way there, fam.
We never booed. Look, I mean, we're talking about Arrizabalaga not coming off the pitch
Yeah.
at Wembley.
No, but
we didn't boo him.
I didn't say you booed him. I said, do you remember Kepa? Because the Xhaka, I've got the name in. I said, do you remember Kepa as well? I'm just saying, do you remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah. No respect.
Well, I can think of two with Arsenal as well. Do you remember Emmanuel Eboué as well?
Eboué, there was that moment as well when he went, yeah, absolutely.
What about Gallas? Wasn't there one for Gallas as well? Or was that Chelsea fans that booed him?
William Gallas, I was at the game when
Gallas went mad at St Andrews, crying, sitting down after that penalty, innit? Yeah.
Stuart Parnaby won a 95th minute penalty. James McFadden converted, and William Gallas had to be bought off the pitch by
because they lost the league that day. He was sitting down, he was crying, wasn't he? He's inconsolable.
Best game I've ever been to in my life. I didn't think I'd get to bring it up to. Absolutely unbelievable.
I can't believe that we've done a video, lads, and Stuart Parnaby's been mentioned. Like that can't happen often.
If his agent's watching, he might be on commission. Is there anyone that you've been sat there and you're respectable fans, but you've had to like bite your tongue because there's been some stinking performances?
Yeah, mate. I mean, definitely. There've been some terrible Chelsea performances. I mean, there was the famous one was Djukanovic this is back in the day when I was a kid. Djukanovic, who was manager of Fulham more recently.
Yes, yeah.
When he played for Chelsea, he was regularly booed.
Right. Did he have a big price tag as well?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it was that. I just think he was treated fairly unfairly. He was slightly ahead of his time in the way that he played that midfield role. Like, he wasn't very good. I'm not suggesting that he was a good player, but he kind of played that midfield role in a less dynamic way. He was more of an Nemanja Matic player, and the Chelsea fans at that time were very demanding of. We wanted to kind of cut and thrust aggressive midfielders who were winning the ball and driving forward. And he just didn't settle at all. And he was regularly booed. Trying to think if anyone else. Do you know when they've been really bad? We've often been supportive. So the obvious case study here would be, say, Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres didn't work out.
You seen the size of Fernando Torres, blood? You look like Captain America fan. And I'm not talking about the side man that plays for Chelsea. I'm not talking of Pulisic. I'm talking about the real Captain America.
No, I know. He's one deadlift away from going viral with those lads outside a New Street station. He's very nearly there.
Oh my days, man.
But no, I think we're fairly supportive these days. Djukanovic is the one that stays with me from when I was a kid. But I can't really think of any big examples of us booing a Chelsea player. No, I don't think so. Do you do it, Eggs?
Bro,
not you personally, mate.
Nah,
I mean,
you know what? Yeah, you know what? We don't do it. Well, I definitely didn't do it. But it's like, it's not a boo. It's like jeers, isn't it? You know what I mean? Me personally, like when I saw him warming up, I was telling her, yeah, warm down, fam. I don't want to see you, bro. You know, them way there. But it got to the point where, you remember Christian Eriksen, innit?
Yeah.
He stopped playing for us, innit? Stopped playing for us. Down tools. And the wickedest thing is, he was getting selected. You know what I mean? He was getting selected over people. Then he was getting brought on off the bench when we needed goals and stuff. And he was just getting brought on and he just wasn't doing anything. And the worst thing about the whole thing is that he was such an integral part of our success. You know what I'm saying?
Wicked,
like going forward, like, you get me? Like, he was such a good player. We're like, we know you're not playing, innit? Like, you know, them way there. We've seen you go through bad form. We've seen you go through bad patch. And we've rode with you through that, innit? But this ain't a bad patch, bro. The whole thing's got bold, fam. It's not a patch. You know, them way there. Everything gone. You get me, bro? Like, it's a thing where he weren't playing for us, down tools. So, like, when we need a goal and we're seeing, man, both Poch was bringing him on. We knew he was done. Mourinho as well. Mourinho rode him to the... Bram, I think Mourinho played him until the day before he left for Inter. Kept playing him. Danish lawnmower, fam. He was just like they're cutting grass, blood. You know, them way there, fam. We do nothing but that. So I remember the fans, we didn't boo him, but like, say, like he make a big mistake and make a big mistake or a nonchalant. I remember he went to take a penalty. If you ever see his penalty, bro, it was a soft, fam. It was soft. Andrex City, fam. I'm telling you, Pampers, it was soft, bro. Man, some little soft penalty, yeah. We were just like, oh, like everyone lost it. You like, oh, and then you know there's fans, everything you in, do that. You know what I mean, like all of that. Like he's getting hella but yeah, it's what it is. We get the odd fan shouting things out, like, because you always get that, innit? You know what I mean? Like, Eric, they get me, the Eric Dyers, like, you know what I mean? Like, this little thing just gets shouted out, but...
You don't want to shout Eric Dyer, I'll come and find you.
Yeah, but I've never been in the stadium and heard us, like, boo the team. When we got packed, bruv, the 7-2, the 3-0 Brighton away, blood. You know when we knew, like, it was just, like, man didn't really hear boos, like, you know what I mean? Poch didn't get booed out, you know what I mean?
No.
We were just upset on social media, we're very vocal. But the one thing is, yeah, man don't really boo because it's like, you get me, fam? It's just the journey and everything. Like, man don't do that. I boo when I get home, innit? And I turn on my camera. That's when I'm booing, fam.
Boo in the shower. Right, final two, gents. We'll rattle through them. Who is most likely to be unrealistic about their own team's prospects? In third place was Newcastle United. Second was Manchester United. And top of the pile, yet again, it's Arsenal. But I think let's move away from Arsenal because they're top of everything. Newcastle in third. Newcastle, we've had a few shouts for them, and West Ham as well have been there.
Did X say Newcastle?
Yeah, I said West Ham. I said, was it? Wait, what?
No, you said West Ham. That's fine.
I think West Ham. I think I said West Ham, not Newcastle. Yeah, because of Mikel Antonio. Yeah, I didn't say Newcastle on that one.
But is it those teams with sort of those larger fan bases, but that have been floundering in mid-table positions that maybe, you know, they always think they deserve to be there? Because,
you know, on some level, I think it's your responsibility as a fan to back your team. Like, whether you think it or not, I go into every season thinking that Chelsea are going to, or at least saying that Chelsea are going to compete for the league, if not win it.
Yeah. Because
I kind of feel like blind, unilateral, often incorrect loyalty. My name on Twitter is Chelsea Rory. There, you know, like, there is a chance that there will be an element of bias in my approach. So I don't know, but with somebody like clubs like West Ham, I think that they're so desperate to get up the table, and Newcastle United, you know, they've still got the Bobby Robson Champions League campaign etched in their memory. They've still got Philippe Albert, Chipping Schmeichel etched in their memory, and I just think they're desperate. I just think they truly want to believe. They want something so much that they convince themselves that the reality can take them that way.
But just on those teams as well, do you find, I always find it crazy, speaking of a 2011 Carling Cup winner myself, that these teams sort of put below par teams out when they get to the quarterfinals and round of 16s of like the Carabao Cup. Like Spurs, 4 games to get to the final this year? And
yeah, I hate that. Anyone. But you know who's even weirder than that, Will? You know when players and managers do it, I don't get it. But you know when fans do it, you know when fans are sneery towards trophies?
Yeah.
Like that, I just can't get my head around. Like, you've got Arsenal fans who often say something along the lines of, I wouldn't even want to be in the Europa League. Wouldn't want to be in it. Like, mate, who do you think you are? Like, your European pedigree. Look, I concede, you know, Arsenal are the biggest club in London. I'm not knocking Arsenal here. But their record in Europe is embarrassing. It's terrible, right? They haven't got a good track record in Europe. No pedigree in Europe. They say, I wouldn't want to be in that trophy. Yeah, mate, who do you think you are? What are you talking about? The Europa League is a difficult trophy to win. It's a trophy that when Chelsea won it in Amsterdam, I was over the moon. And when Chelsea beat Arsenal in a final, in fact, in Baku, I was over the moon. I can't understand why anybody doesn't rate trophies. But then players do it. Like Pochettino, for a significant amount of time, had an excellent team, an exquisite team, a team that could have and should have, in fairness, won a trophy. Whether they should have won a league or not, when Leicester won it, I would say they should, but that's a different debate. But that team was good enough and had good enough players to have won a trophy. But the fellow didn't rate all the trophies. He used to rest players in different competitions. You're like, what are you doing? This club haven't won a trophy for a decade. Why are you not going for the League Cup? Because you'll win that.
Bro, I keep saying it, bro. It's like Poch, people say, we haven't won a trophy. Listen, I've been there under the managers and I've seen what managers take what seriously. Harry Redknapp was fielding Andros Townsend, all of our kids in the Europa League, blood, you know, Europa League, fam. He didn't care about that, you know, them way there. When we got rid of Harry and we got in Pochettino, I was thinking, oh yeah, it's a change. Like, Poch ain't won nothing, bruv. He's going to win a trophy, you know what I mean? We're a match made in heaven, you know what I mean? Bro, we're getting to final after final. The man just tinkering, playing mad formations, playing Son at left back. You know them way there. Like, and even in the other things, like the games, like no matter who we're playing, Wickham or whatever, man just playing some joke man of a team. Even though we won the games and that, Do you know what I mean? I've seen the difference with Mourinho. Mourinho's pretty much played the same 11 in this Carabao Cup, whether it's against Brentford, whether it's against them Plumbers in Marine or whatever, or whether it's against like someone in the final. You've seen the difference. Like, we're thirsty, fam. We were thirsty. We got Pochettino, and it's like Pochettino wanted to drink champagne, fam, instead of a glass of water. We need water. That's what we need. We need some sort of silverware. I want to see some French armpit hairs this season, innit? Hugo Lloris nephews, fam, lifting a trophy. So one thing I can say, man's got a manager in charge now that will, you get me, that wants to win everything. Yeah, everything. There isn't a trophy, fam. There ain't a trophy out there that I wouldn't take right now, bruv. Everything.